going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we have got the fourth Asia Cup game here of the tournament, and India, well, they versed the mighty Hong Kong. Look, Hong Kong playing cricket. I mean, look, they've had a team, they've had a national team for quite a while now. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just interesting to see, you know, who plays for Hong Kong and to see what sort of, you know, ability they have as a team. And I was very impressed, very impressed by Team Hong Kong. Look, they lost by 40 runs. They, you know, didn't bowl that well at all. But just to see them at least get to 150 runs, there was some really good shots played and some really good runs made from Hong Kong. You know, we see nations like Scotland, Ireland, Zimbabwe, the UAE, Kenya still is playing, Canada, Team USA. Like, you know, we make fun of a lot of these, you know, nations and teams that, you know, are sitting, you know, 10th and below the rankings. But Hong Kong actually provided something that I don't think I've seen from an amateur team. Like, you know, we see amateur teams like USA and Canada, when they play, you know, top level teams, they get destroyed. But you get a team like Hong Kong, and look, it wasn't a close game, but they did make it a contest, and they batted out full 20 overs, which is an achievement in itself, that they batted out 20 overs. But hey, firstly, if you guys are new, subscribe. Secondly, leave a comment down anything, your favourite emoji, your favourite Hong Kong cricket player. Woo, you can comment down that below if you know any of their names. You can comment how good the player of the match was, which we're just going to get straight into it. Player of the match was that man, Suryakama Yadav, Sky, whatever you want to call the man, Mr. 360. He's the new Mr. 360, isn't he? I mean, he played like 3 amazing sweep shots to start off, and then he played 1 scoop over his shoulder, and then 2 deliveries later, he played another scoop over the other shoulder, and I'm thinking, bro, are we watching AB de Villiers right now? Like, what is going on right now from this man, Sky? Like, I know he's a talented, I know he's an exceptional cricketer who can go 360 degrees, but he just made an absolute mockery of the Hong Kong bowlers out there. 68 not out of 26 is ridiculous. It just shows his intent as soon as he got out there was, I really don't give a fuck. I'm just out here to make runs, and he did exactly that. So, well done to the man, Sky. Let's get into the game, though. Let's get into it. India into bat first. Look, I did watch the first, 8 overs of India batting, and then I fell asleep. It was about 1 a.m., and I said, look, as much as I love watching cricket, as much as I love Team India, as much as I love Team Hong Kong, as much as I'm a big Hong Kong fan, I've got to head to bed for this one. To be honest, I did actually just fall asleep watching the game on my laptop, and I woke up, and, well, obviously it wasn't on anymore. And I checked the result. And because some people might not believe this, but when you have a dream, obviously before you dream, it's normally the last thing that you are thinking of. And the last thing that I was thinking of was this cricket game before I fell asleep. And I had a dream that Hong Kong actually won this game. Like, I woke up in a big pool of sweat, and I was like, oh no, Hong Kong won. They must have won, because sometimes your dreams, you don't know if they're dreams or it was actually reality that you forgot about. It's weird. Just don't question me. And then I checked the result and seen India had won. So I honestly there for a moment when I woke up this morning thought that Hong Kong got the job done, which would have been very inspirational, but you can't win them all. All right, let's start from the top. KOHLI, 36 off 39, 2 sixes. Yeah, I mean, he hit 2 beautiful sixes, but I was not impressed by anything that I saw from the man KOHLI. Look, I love KOHLI. Everyone wants to see him do well, but his first game went out for a golden duck against Pakistan, and now you're making 36 off 39 against Hong Kong. I mean, it's okay to work yourself into an innings, but 40 deliveries and only making 36 is crazy. For someone of KOHLI's ability, his striking prowess, I mean, mate, you were versing fucking Hong Kong. Like, there's not much more to me to say. I watched the bowling. It wasn't great bowling. I'm going to be honest. It wasn't prime 2000 Australia bowling. Let's put it that way, okay? It was not good. Look, to be fair, they actually started well with the ball, but it just became so lazy towards the 9th, 10 over. Which is a shame, because Rahul, if he stuck out there, he probably would have gone on and made a bigger score, but that's all how it happens. The skipper, Hitman, well, he looked amazing for 21 off 13, 2 fours and a 6, and then he skied one, out he went. Soft dismissal there. Virat Kohli, he obviously in next at 3, not out for 59 off 44, a 4 and 3 sixes. Hey, this is what we want to see from the king. This is what we want to see. Like, we know that he can do this. No one has been doubting that Virat can provide this in T20 cricket anymore. Yes, it was against Hong Kong, so it's not like it was, against primed Australia, but it was still a good hit out. And to get any sort of form and confidence and just feelings of, I can still do it at this level for Virat is such an important thing. 59 or 44, we already said that, but he looked awesome out there. He did look really, really good. Those 3 sixes as well. He just stood and delivered. And that's what you want to see from the man. And as we spoke about, the man of the match, Sky, Suryakumar Yadav, he is just a beast. He is India's wild card at the T20 World Cup this year. I think he's going to surprise a lot of, casual cricket fans this year at the World Cup. I think a lot of, Australian fans, English fans, I think New Zealand fans at the World Cup this year, for the casual cricket fans who don't pay attention to other countries, or they only pay attention to cricket when it's a big World Cup or a certain month of the year. A lot of nations only follow cricket at certain times of the year. Not me. We follow it 12 months a year. But I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I think he's going to be that dynamic wild card that not many people have, across the world bowled to. Unless you've played in the IPL, you probably haven't bowled to him. So I think he's going to bring something a bit different, at the World Cup this year. I think he could be their man who leads them to a World Cup final. I want to claim it right here, right now. I mean, he could be that man who leads this team into a Asia Cup win and then into a T20 World Cup win. I think he's got that potential now. I think this is the time where Suryakumar Yadav takes over Indian cricket. I think this is it. I think this is the start of a big next 4 or 5 years for him. I think he's about to take over the world. If he doesn't, then don't click this. But I think he's really about to. I think this year is going to be the the start of something just magical for him. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do at the World Cup in Australia. Okay, into the Hong Kong bowlers. Okay, into the Hong Kong batsmen. Look, do we even, what is there to talk about in this? I mean, look, this guy took a wicket, Shakula, 1 for 29 off 4. This guy, who was it? There was some guy who could not bowl, and I think it was him. Yeah, it was definitely him. There was one of the last overs of the game to Virat and Sky. It was about 6 wides in a row, a no ball bouncer. It was just the crappiest cricketing bowling over I've seen in my life. But no, I was about to give some respect. There's no respect on that. You got smacked around. You have to take it on the chin and move on. Okay. I've just clicked on something. Into Hong Kong's batting lineup where, look, they did provide something. They gave us something to enjoy, something to watch. Now, the team Hong Kong. Yeah, team, just looking at all the players, and their names on here, what nationality are all of these players? I'm checking this out right now. What nationality are these players? Pakistan. Okay, Pakistani born. Gee whiz, it might take us a while to check every player, but I just want to check. Is a Pakistani cricketer. Okay. So, is this just Pakistan's second team? I mean, like, I don't understand. Bro, where is it's going? Okay. You know what? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. What about this guy? Where is he from? Where's he from? He's Hong Kong through and through. He was born in Hong Kong. Okay, never mind. Okay, shout out to the man, Aziz Khan. He's Hong Kongian through and through. What about this guy? Last person I'll check. He does not exist really by the looks of it. He was born in Lahore. Okay, so another Pakistani cricketer born in Lahore. Hometown Punjab though. Hold on. Okay. So now I'm a bit confused, but okay, we're moving on from that. Look, I just had to check that, to be honest, because yeah, just double checking for just my knowledge. Okay, Khan, the skipper, he went for 10. Murtaza, he went for 9, and then Barber, not Azam, Barber Hayat. This is the better Barber, if you ask me. This is the best Barber on the planet in cricket history right now. The man Barber Hayat, 41 off 35, 3 4s and 2 6s. He was really good. He was obviously their best batsman, but he looked like he could play at the top level. That's all I thought while watching him. And you know, when I'm watching teams like Hong Kong, the lower tier teams, I don't look at the whole team and go. I try and look for the 1 or 2 guys from the team who I think can make it at the top level, like a guy like David Weiss from Namibia. Now, I think he's like 35. I don't know what he does now, but it's just a good example of how if you can just have 1 to 2 good games at a major tournament and get people hearing your name, seeing what you can do, who knows? You might get an IPL contract thrown your way one day, a BBL, like some county contracts. You never know. It can really change your life. So I'm happy to see when people do well for nations that aren't on the map as much as in India, etc. Kinshit Shah, again, I mean, someone else who provided a little bit, 30 off 28, was caught by the man Ravi Bishnoi, in fact, the substitute. Aziz Khan, 14, Zeshan Ali not out for 26 off 17, and Scott McKenzie, the keeper, 16 off 8. So, it looks like they put their tail order at the wrong spot. They should have flipped the entire batting order and they probably would have won. But hey, look, that's how it happens. And now into the bowling lineup for Team India. A little bit disappointed in a few of the bowlers. Let's get into it. I mean, Bhuvi Kumar, really good. He was really good. 1 for 15 off 3. These conditions are suiting him. There's not many pace bowlers that are being suited in these conditions, but Bhuvi is. He's getting a little bit of movement, especially on that Dubai pitch. It had a little bit of green top on it, a little bit of movement as well, which was really, really good to see with the man Bhuvi. I tell you what though, Arshdeep Singh, now you guys know I love this man with most of my heart. Most of it. A little, most of it. But he did not bowl well. This is the first time I've probably seen him at his lowest bowling. But the fact that he still took a wicket, it was a top order wicket as well. I think it was the first one. Yeah, it was the first wicket of the game. 1 for 44 off 4. It's not great, but he still looked good. And even in the highlights, a lot of his bowling was actually really good. It just happened to be late swinging of the bat from the batsmen who were just swinging as hard as they could at anything. So, look, 1 for 44, not great, but you do not remove him at all. He is a match winner. Leave the man there, please. If he gets dropped before Avesh Khan, I'm going to throw up. Jadeja, well, he was probably their best bowler. 1 for 15 off 4. Really did just halt some momentum there. Avesh Khan, though, Jesus Christ. Avesh Khan. Man. You get smacked around by Hong Kong. That is the worst I've seen him bowl in his career. Like, I have never seen an Indian, professional bowler bowl almost that bad. Like, it was not a good it was kind of wasteful from the man. This is a big opportunity that he could have taken, but it's almost like he went out there just searching for just I want to take 10 wickets, you know? Like, he was bowling. It's like he didn't have a game plan to his bowling. It was a lot of random variations. Like, it just didn't seem like Avesh Khan like we see him. So whether you think it was the Hong Kong batsman who took control of him or he just bowled shit, a bit of both, I think. I mean, do you bring in Kuldeep Sen? Probably not. I would not be. But what you can do is drop Avesh Khan for maybe an extra spinner. Maybe you look at Ashwin, Bishnoi. Maybe you look at who else can come in? I mean, Hardik Pandya wasn't even playing in this game either. So I guess Hardik Pandya, he adds that extra pace bowling option as well. So it's I think it's a pretty self-explanatory one there. Chahal, none for 18 or 4. He was awesome as well. And just to get the blood flowing, Virat Kohli did roll the arm over, none for 6 off 1. I actually woke up this morning, and when I checked the result, I checked the scorecard and read, wait, what the fuck? This must be a mistake. So I then went on YouTube and looked up Virat Kohli bowling, and there it was, 8 hours ago, Virat rolling the arm over against Hong Kong. I could not believe the scenes I was seeing. But it's been so long since we've seen him bowl, so it's actually pretty cool to see the man out there bowling. But hey, India, well, they booked their spot into... hold on, we better double check that. I think a semi-final. Yeah, India are officially into the Super 4, a semi-final, whatever you want to damn call it, because I had a comment on my video yesterday that said that it's, you know, they've qualified for the Super 4, not a semi-final, but it's technically the same thing. I mean, when there's 4 teams, you call those the semi-finals. I mean, is that not self-explanatory? I thought so, but maybe not. I don't know. But hey, India, 2 from 2. They look the best team at the moment. Afghanistan, 2 from 2. I think we know what the final might be, but I think Pakistan play at Hong Kong tonight. No, so Sri Lanka, Bangladesh will play tonight to decide who gets that last spot in the other group with Afghanistan. Who will win this? No idea. Probably Sri Lanka. But yeah, I don't know what'll happen. Anything could happen in that game. And then, of course, you've got Pakistan, Hong Kong, which will end up deciding who makes it through to, you know, the other spot in the Super 4 with India. So, look, if Hong Kong can pull off the greatest upset in cricket history, then we might be seeing something pretty special. But, look, you'd assume Pakistan get that one done. But hey, this is cricket. This is T20 cricket. And this is anything can damn happen. So, you just never know, do you? I mean, the man Shadab Khan, he could go out there and bowl 6 pies in a row, and then the team Hong Kong take control, and they make 300, and you're like, well, how are they going to chase down that? So you never know. Although we probably do know, but we can just pretend that we don't know, and we'll see what happens with Team Hong Kong versus Pakistan. But hey, India, they get a comfortable victory in the end. Hold on, what I do want to go through actually with you all just quickly is obviously the 11. So no Hardik Pandya, so obviously he's their match winner. They took him out just to give him a rest. I mean, the man Hardik Pandya playing against plebs like Hong Kong, I don't think so. We don't risk superstars against Hong Kong, you know? No, we don't do that. So I like that they rested him. So obviously Rishabh came in for the man Pandya. But what happens next game? Is it Pandya comes straight back in for Rishabh, or do you remove Avesh Khan for Pandya? You say, look, Pandya, you've got to bowl 4 overs. We need everything you've got. It's a lot to decide. Comment down below what you guys think should be the decision. I think that as well. I think you take out Avesh Khan, you put in Hardik Pandya, he bowls that extra 4 overs. Look, you could even look at bringing in an Ashwin maybe as another all-rounder, but I don't know if you need more spin. I don't know. But hey, let me know your thoughts on this game. India get it done against Hong Kong. I hope we all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next one.